Welcome back, guys, to Cocomaya soaps. I already started. Those little clumps you see in there are Kaolin Clay that I pour in a bit of it for fragrance retention. You actually put in a teaspoon for every pound of soap you use. So I use 5 pounds. So I put 5 teaspoons in it. So I brought my mix into a light trays, and I'm going to divide it into these 2 containers plus two other ones I have off camera. And one of them is really red mica from Nurture Soap, and the other one is neon red mica from Nurture Soap too. The fragrance I'm going to be using is Mojito from Nature's Garden, as you can see there. And this fragrance oil is pretty good. Like, it's not as accelerating my mix at all. So we'll see how it ends up. So I'm going to divide these two into these 2 containers that have green vibrance mica. Both of them have green vibrance mica. I just pour them off in those little containers to make it easier. I use fresh strawberries for the red parts, and let me tell you guys, it accelerates real quickly. Everything in Nature's Garden that I've bought so far that says slight acceleration actually means a lot of acceleration. It's really fast. Maybe it's because of the lighter concentration I use. If maybe you use 38% of water percentage in your mix, you might not have the same problem I had with with fresh strawberries and the super fast acceleration. But since I use about 26%, I put my recipes up to a 35.2% of light concentration. I think the water percentage goes 36.8%. I have not really paid that much attention to that part. So those little cubes you see are actually melt and pour. I did not cut those into teeny tiny pieces because the lo-fi of melt and pour I buy does not come that well squared. So I just melted it and poured it into an ice mold, and I'm putting them in every layer. So when I cut the soap, it'll look like little ice cubes. As you probably saw that the red accelerated really quick. The green looks really yucky right now, but it's gonna get prettier. I promise, it's gonna get a lot more prettier. Everybody that's used green vibrance mica from Nurture Soap knows that it starts off as a really ugly green and then it ends up as a really vibrant, pretty green. That's my last layer of little cubes. I'm gonna try to put this on there. Try my best because it's really hard, so I just have to scoop it all out and smoosh it down so it looks kind of even, and it'll be easier for me to pipe. See, I'm scraping it so it looks flat because I need a flat surface for piping. I had some red left over, so I just pour that randomly in there until I am done with all the red. I didn't expect the red to be left over, but this is the only thing I could think of. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with the white piping. I initially wanted it to be entirely white, but it doesn't look that bad with those little red pinkish streaks. So I am piping it sideways and kind of in a fluffy way because I want it to look as much as whipped cream as it can be. I know it'll look probably strawberry syrup with whipped cream, but it's still something I drink in my strawberry mojito because I absolutely love whipped cream, guys. I really do. If I could put it on every single drink I have, I would, but that will be extremely unhealthy, and I really don't want to get diabetes because of that. Okay, so for the top, I'm putting in little dollops because I wanted it to be easier for me to put on the embeds, because if I did it sideways like I did the rest of the piping, it will be really hard for me to know which part is the center part of it. So I'm putting more piping on the middle because the sides, since I put on the red piping, are taller. So I have to put more white piping on top of the middle of my loaf mold. So I'm gonna fill up those little spots, and I still have a lot of soap left over. So I'm just gonna put those in those little cupcake molds. I'll probably just use these for myself or give them to mom or grandma, because I left a little hole in the middle. So these little strawberry embeds, I got the mold from Amazon, and although the mold I got from Amazon only makes 4 strawberries at a time, so if you're gonna be making a lot of soap, it's not recommendable. It's really good for soapers on a budget, because I know that the big shot soapers like Royalty Soaps and such, maybe Soapish, I'm not sure. If they use embeds, they use vanillai. And I mean, vanillai is great, but it's kind of expensive for people starting out like me. So I just go for silicone mold from Amazon, BPA free. I check everything because I'm not gonna be putting weird things on my soap. So these little guys, I made them myself because I don't have a mold for that. And I also sketched like little lines so it looks more like limes. They just look like weird triangles, but it'll do. It doesn't look that bad. So I just poured molten pour into a round mold, and then I just left it to dry and cut them in 4 pieces. I'm using biodegradable holographic glitter from Nurture Soap. Most of the things I use are from Nurture or Nature's Garden. My mold is from Brambleberry, and that glitter I'm putting on is called Heart's Desire Bio Glitter, I think it is, from Nurture Soap. I'm not entirely sure. I'll put that in the description down below. And I really thought that it was red. I really thought that glitter was red, and it turned out pink. So guys, if you look at the description Nurture Soap gives you, I mean the picture, it looks red. It's not red. So if you're buying it thinking it's red, don't do it. It's pink. So I'm putting in my little biodegradable straws, and then we're going for the cut. So I waited 24 hours exactly because my recipe takes a little while longer than normal to firm up. So some soapers can wait 18 hours, but I have to wait 24. So as you can see, the colors didn't mix, and I wanted them to be more swirly, but fresh strawberries from Nature's Garden says there's slight acceleration, but no, it's super fast acceleration. I mean, unless you're doing like a 38% water in your soap, it'll accelerate super quick. I use a light concentration of 35.2%, and it was crazy. I just poured it in the separated soap mix, and it was instantly getting hard, guys. And I had to work super quick. So that pinkish, that kind of pink color, is supposed to be neon red from Nurture Soap. And that red also from Nurture Soap, but that's really red mica from them. So you can see like the little pink in the frosting, and it looks super cute. It looks great. And you can also see the red piping I did. It looks like little tiny flowers. I really liked it because of that, because I usually don't do like those teeny tiny. I don't have those decorations in my soap. See, they're really really cute, and I really really like them. And yes, if you can see, I have purple hair, guys. So just a heads up. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and have a great one. See you next time.